this will also avail me the opportunity to let them also know the importance of what Honorable Olowookere stands for. I want to sincerely thank you for your efforts, sir. I was once a member House of Rep about 10 years ago. For you to be bringing all these dividends here and there, honestly, we must commend you, sir. I'm already jealous now. It's already teaching you how to fish, how to eradicate poverty in our society. And by the grace of God, not only that, he's also trying to give us what they call self-reliance. If you look at our environment today, because it's a white-collar job, it's not like the population in Nigeria on those states, on those states, 500,000, maximum 1 million. On those population is more than 4 million. Now, so the best we can do is for all of us to go back to the farm. And the agriculture towns in the world, it's on the problem. You will be as neat as somebody is even going to the office. You wear your ties, your shoes, and go to your agriculture program. My brother, once again, I want to thank you for this innovation. I've been connected with him, and he has already opened up the whole program, the Ocean Marine. But let me also tell you that even the Ondo State government, we have a lot of agricultural programs. And as God will love it, dashing now programs if I not to compliment. We will train you like he is doing now. We will train you how to farm. Let's say machine adìyẹ, let's say machine ẹlẹ́dẹ̀, màlúù, gbogbo ẹ̀, let's say machine tomatoes, gbogbo ẹ̀. And we will also give you money to do it. Not only that, we will also help you to look for off-taker of your product. The Ondo State government, not only that, we also have a program that we call Farm to Market. We will grade and clear all the rural roads so that you can have access from your farm to the market to sell your products. So, Honorable Olowookere is just complementing what the federal government is doing. He's domesticating what the federal government is doing. That's where all of us will continue to pray for you, sir. Again, I want to commend you for this.
Your Excellency, to acknowledge sincerely your encouragement and support at all times, even before your official inauguration as the Deputy Governor of our Sunshine State. I know what I'm saying. I need a clap for that. The Deputy Governor should be applauded for that. Yes, before he was officially inaugurated as the Deputy Governor of our state, that was after the election, he came to Peace Avenue to lay the foundation of the school, that one of the schools that we built for this community. So since that time, he has been encouraging us and he has been supporting us. In fact, today, even I will end this speech here. Even today, the state is supposed to have their state school meeting by 10. But when I got to him, informing him about this program, he said that time for the school meeting should be shifted to 11 to afford him to be here. Sincerely speaking, I appreciate him, and my God will continue to appreciate you, sir. We are having this program for our people because we feel that our agriculture is now the alternative, the most viable alternative to bail this country out of our economic downturn. It is the most viable alternatives, and that is why we feel encouraged to organize this program or to arrange it for our people so that they too, can go, along with the time. because we are now in the period, in the era of modernization and globalization. So it behoves a responsibility on our people to convert this privileged opportunity to an advantage in creating a sustainable farming activities and agro ventures which will provide steady income for a better standard of living. I then wish the participants a useful and fruitful deliberation.
Agriculture as stakeholder, if you ignore Federal College of Agriculture Akure, probably some other thing, it's not agriculture. When people are poorly trained or they are not trained at all, they tend to blackmail agricultural opportunities. They will tell you agriculture is not profitable. It's a lie. It's because they've not received the training. We are confident with success story of profitability of what we are going to train you in this college. An appreciable number of our past trainees are now agro-millionaires and are also role models in the industry. It goes to His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Ondo State, Akure, Olowookere, for recognizing our institution as one of the institutions in Nigeria that can be used to create jobs for youth. And other officials, notably our esteemed Deputy Governor, Honorable Akure, for partnering and collaborating with our institution in training of youth in profitable agriculture.
I am Mr. Olowookere. Well, I'm very happy. Then I thank the Honorable, in person of Honorable Olowookere. I want to emphatically tell people of Ondo State and Akure, my own town in general, that since we have started democracy under APC in Akure and among people that we have voted for, Olowookere has the highest scorecard. In terms of dividend of democracy, representing the people, coming back to give people feedback, it is rare in the history of democracy in our society. So I thank him, I'm happy, and I feel every one of us here present are so joyful.
I'm one of the participants.
Okay, so what do you intend to make of this training?
The essence of the training is for agriculture, to empower the youths. So I personally, I want to engage in poetry. So I'm here to learn.
How hopeful are you that you learn in this place? How hopeful are you that you will learn what you will get what you need here?
Exactly, I will get it because the provost of the school is ready to educate us how to do how to implement the program on our home.
How do you intend to make use of the training?
I'll make use of it because I believe from there I can benefit and I can feed myself and feed my family. It's a thing I can hand to my program. It's a thing that I can add to my handwork that will be fetching me money.
It's a very interesting program. You can see the participants in this gathering. It's a very good program.
My name is Olowookere. Yes.
How would you describe this person?
Well, it's a player because I don't even think I will still attend to any classes I'm around. But thank God for the Honorable that he organized such a, and we really enjoy it. Even what I do, I'm a farmer, but at the same time, I even learn more about farming. You see.
So how do you think this program will assist your business?
Well, it's even gear me up on many areas that I should even go back to the farm. For example, this cassava now, they have explained better to us how we can manage ourselves about cassava, how we can gain a lot. It's not for shop alone that we can even do it and make sales a lot, that we can even be richer in our pocket. It's even it's a good lecture that even now I'm even planning that getting to my farm, I even go and do much about this cassava.
Inú mi dùn, èmi Chief Sunday Benson tí Olowookere ṣe gbé ọ̀rọ̀ àgbẹ̀ sí agriculture àti ń ràn àwọn kan many years tí ó yẹ pé táwọn náà lè s'Àbújá tí ò lè gbèrú ẹ̀ wá so inú wa dùn àwa àgbẹ̀ láti pé ó connect wa mọ́ college of agric àgbẹ̀ ni mí tẹ́lẹ̀ àgbẹ̀ kòkó àgbẹ̀ iṣu àgbẹ̀ gàrí mo rí pé ìrànlọ́wọ́ wà nígbà tí mo wá yìí torí bí mo ṣe ń gbẹ ẹ̀gẹ́ ó tún yàtọ̀ sí gbogbo nǹkan tó ń sọ ń bí so inú mi dùn kẹ́ bá mi jó.
More so that the oil, upon which our economy depends, is the market, the price is fluctuating because we do not determine the price by ourselves. It is the market forces. Go back to the farm, and since I'm part of the government, I do not want my own people, the people from my own constituency, to be at the background, to be at the back seat. So I want them to also take advantage of the initiative of, government policy and the government initiative. So that is why I, decided to key into that initiative and made provision in the budget for this training for my own people. The program is for unemployed graduates, farmers, and other stakeholders. So it is a way to educate them, on the technical and the modern method of farming. Actually, the old pattern of farming can be laborious and very frustrating. But the modern techniques of farming, in which you can even dress corporately and still carry out or practice your farming, is what we are talking about now, so that the people can be trained. Then, as we train them, we back it up with financial empowerment. But funding is still a problem because the government in year 2017 budget have funded the budget up to 50%, meaning that this project too is affected. Only 50% of the fund meant for the project has been released. And that is why we are reducing the number to 50. They're supposed to be more than that. So, and even the financial empowerment that we are going to give them, is also equally affected, but we are still going to do it. So that we don't just train them and leave them to their fate like that. We train them, we give financial empowerment. Because my interest really is to make our people, to be self-dependent. Not for them to be looking endlessly for a white-collar job that does not exist again, that will lead them to a state of frustration. So I have been encouraging our people from my constituency that my own concern is how to make, entrepreneur out of them, how to make them, employers of labor. So through these empowerment initiatives that we have initiated in our own federal constituency, which we have been carrying out. In fact, this will be the 5th empowerment program that I will carry out within this period of my tenure. But this is the first that is being done on agriculture. And in actual fact, this year I have a program to do 5 of this kind.